The diner was filled with the usual sounds of clinking, dishes and short conversations, but Emma felt unusually tired that day. She was doing her best to keep smiling, even though the three men at the corner booth had been giving her trouble since they arrived. They mocked her voice, laughed at her apron, and whispered rude comments every time she passed. Still, Emma stayed polite. She needed the job, and she didn't want to make a scene. When they asked for more coffee, she brought the pot over, hoping this time they would behave. But as she leaned forward to pour, one of the men suddenly tapped her hand, making the hot coffee spill. Another grabbed a cup from the table and threw the remaining coffee toward her with a cruel laugh. Emma froze, her eyes burning from more than just the heat. The entire diner went quiet. She swallowed hard, trying not to cry in front of everyone. At the counter, a man who had been quietly eating set down his fork. His German shepherd lifted its head, sensing something was wrong. The man stood up, calm, steady, and confident. He didn't shout, didn't rush. He simply walked to the Bullies' table. "That's enough," he said, his voice low but powerful. The Bullies looked up, annoyed, but their expressions shifted when they noticed the Navy SEAL emblem on his sleeve. His dog stepped forward, tall and focused, standing protectively near Emma. "You're leaving," the man said. "Now." Something in his tone made it clear it wasn't a request. The men hesitated, exchanged nervous glances, and finally pushed out of the booth. Without another word, they hurried out the door, their earlier confidence gone. Emma let out a shaky breath she didn't realize she had been holding. "Thank you. I didn't know what to do." The man smiled kindly. "You don't have to let people like that scare you. You're stronger than you think." His dog gently nudged her hand, as if offering comfort. Emma smiled weakly and stroked the dog's head. For the first time that day, she felt safe, protected by someone who didn't know her at all but still cared enough to step in. The man nodded politely, called his dog, and left the diner quietly, just as calmly as he had entered. Emma watched him go, knowing she would never forget the moment a Navy SEAL and his loyal dog stood up for her when no one else did. For more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe.